Great morning. Happy Saturday, everyone. We're about to get started in the next 3 minutes. Make sure to send the invites. We're going to have an incredible conversation. It's going to be so much fun. You don't want anybody to miss it. Our company system platform has improved so much. So when you get your invites here, I can guarantee you they're going to want to do business with you. So make sure you send out the invites, and we're going to be starting in about 3 minutes. See you all in just a short 3 minutes. Live in YouTube, our YouTube channel. Easy to find us. Diversify cash flow. And someone can help us with the link, put it in the chat. This is being recorded in our YouTube channel. All right, I see you here, Fernando. Let me put your name on the. I saw you, Fernando. I see you, Fernando. All righty. Happy Saturday, everyone. Great to have you all here. How many of you are enjoying your Saturday? Man, I'm so pumped up, so fired up after Jameson, who read for us today the cash flow quadrant. Oh, my word. Thank you so much, Jameson, for being our reader this morning. For everybody that is here, every Saturday morning, we are connected at 6:30 a.m. Pacific, 8:30 a.m. Central, and 9:30 a.m. East Coast time. I'm telling you, we are surrounded with the best. This is a business that I enjoy. Why? Because of the leaders that we work with. To me, it's an honor to represent each and every one of you. And if you are here for the very first time, you'll see why this is so exciting. And once you get to know our family, our MWR family, you're going to fall in love with each and every one of us. I want to give a great welcome to Fernando. So great to have you here, Fernando. We just had a little conversation in Facebook. So he requested for information, and he's been a part of our family before. So he goes, Fernando, I want to look into this, and I want to see what the latest is all about. So
Thank
welcome,
you.
welcome.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, so you bet, Mr. McCollin. Matt Mullen. There we go. All right, so let's let me show you the simplicity of our program so you guys can see why everybody is joining us, okay, in our platform. So I'm going to bring my screen up, and it's right here. All right. So I'm going to take you to my back office, and before I do that, or while I do that, I'll introduce myself. I've been a part of this incredible industry for now 31 years. Enjoy every bit of it. I fell in love with our industry back in 1994. Don't count my age, okay? I'm not that old. But in 1994, I was a broke plumber working too many hours for so little money, and I got tired of it. So I was looking for an opportunity. I just didn't know what it was. And as when I joined, I saw the business model and I fell in love with the business model. I just needed to learn how to use everything they had to share with me, but most importantly, is how to run the business. So my first 10 years were the best was the best experience from 24 to 35. I experienced great growth, tremendous opportunities from making very little money as a broke plumber to making a six-figure income. I didn't know how to manage my finances, and I went under. So I accept the fact that I made a lot of mistakes financially, and I went back to where I was before, working too many hours for so little money for 5 years. But then again, you become spoiled when the industry really takes care of you. I said, I don't fit in. No one's going to pay me what this industry has paid me for so long. And but I'm going to learn to find another business model that can allow me to experience great income, but investing as well. So I made a good use of the second platform for 13 years. We made a huge amount of ridiculous amounts of money, and the company ended up shutting down. So that gave me an opportunity to be able to figure out slowly and carefully and intelligently to find another opportunity. And we found MWR. So as you can see, this is MWR. And the reason why we love it so much is because the people that came in with us, we came in with a huge group of people. We just shared videos. I didn't know the presentation. Dr. G.W. Parker, which is our mentor upline, tremendous leader, he was busy running his business. So I said, listen, I'm going to use them whenever I can, but I'm going to learn to use the tools, and which is what I've been able to do always, because that keeps the business so simple and so duplicatable. So when you have your tools and resources, you can just go find a video like this and share it with everybody. Simple, click and play. And that's what I've always used and use my mentors and my leaders. So if you're here for the first time and you're taking a look at what we have, at the end, you're going to make two decisions. Either you want to be a part of our Lifestyle Legacy membership, or you're going to want to be a part of the Lifestyle Legacy membership and making money referring it to others. Okay. So I see Ron. Great to see you here. Jameson, great. You're free to open up your camera. If you're sitting down comfortably, you can take some notes if you're here for the first time. So we're going to click and play. And this is how we call it, click and play. And you can do the same thing. You can take these tools with you and you can share them with anyone that you want. All right. So in the chat, as soon as you hear the microphone and the voice of our presenter, please let me know in the chat with fire emojis. I want to see fire emojis, everyone, once we click and play. And this is only 11 minutes. So make sure to be in an area where you're comfortably sitting down and taking notes, because if you miss a little bit of the information, that little information you miss will probably disengage you from being interested in seeing what we see here ourselves, okay? So let's click and play and let's have some fun.
The first and only lifestyle and legacy company of its kind. Since 2017, our debt-free multi-million-dollar company has pursued one mission: eliminating the wealth gap by helping everyday people experience true time and financial freedom. Our vision is bold but simple: to create more millionaires than any other company in history. We do this by giving you access to the same systems, strategies, and experts previously reserved only for the wealthy. While everyone's distracted by volatile industries such as AI tech and healthcare, high finance quietly dominates the global economy. This massive $36 trillion market is projected to grow to nearly $50 trillion in just 5 years, creating an unprecedented opportunity to build wealth. Our revolutionary three-step system enables you to become and stay wealthy using proven financial strategies and the opportunity to create passive and residual income streams. It's remarkably simple. You use the bank's money to purchase income-producing assets that appreciate over time, while sharing these systems with others to leverage their success as well. Here's how it works. MWR Fundable 360 can assist you in obtaining a minimum of $50,000 in ongoing unsecured business funding to jumpstart your wealth-building journey without using your personal credit or risking your personal assets. Next, you use the bank's money to purchase MWR precious metal assets. where you can earn monthly returns on your holdings through our exclusive precious metals leasing program. The leasing income is typically substantially higher than your cost of funds from the bank, covering your expenses plus giving you profits to purchase more precious metals. In addition to profiting from precious metals leasing, you can also benefit from asset appreciation. Let's assume that you are leveraging silver. Over the next 5 years, due to increasing industrial demand and limited supply, silver is expected to appreciate in value from 17% to 60% annually. However, over the last 5 years, on average, it has appreciated 13% per year. This dual benefit creates a wealth acceleration effect that compounds over time, making precious metals an ideal asset for both protection and profit. Let's look closer at this example. You use your initial $50,000 in business funding to purchase silver. Let's assume that you're borrowing money at 8% per year, and you're leasing your silver out at 1.5% per month for a total of 18% per year. This would result in a monthly leasing income of $750, which more than covers the $333 monthly cost of funds, giving you a net profit of over $416 every month. This creates a positive cash flow of over $5,000 in annual profits to repurchase more silver, while your existing silver continues to grow in value. Using historical appreciation rates of just 13%, your $50,000 initial purchase plus your profits for repurchases could be worth $61,500 after just 1 year, all achieved without risking a penny of your own money. Based on these extremely conservative appreciation rates and leasing returns, this system, repeated over a 5-year period, could increase your holdings to more than $512,000, while also producing more than $4,000 in passive monthly income. This system is also what makes MWR a life-changing opportunity. Think about it. How many people do you know that would like a risk-free way to accumulate millions in income-producing assets without using their own money? If you said everyone, you'd be right. The beauty of MWR's opportunity is leverage and the simplicity of duplication. Here's an example of what your income could look like if your organization duplicated at just 50%. In other words, if you shared MWR with just 12 people, who shared it with 6, who shared it with 3, who only shared it with 2, who shared it with just 1, your network would grow to over 1,100 people, generating $12,000 in monthly residual income for you. This is in addition to the $4,000 plus in passive income from your precious metals leasing, giving you over $16,000 in monthly income that can continue to grow whether you're working or not. Unlike traditional business models where you constantly have to sell products, MWR's referral system creates lasting income from one-time efforts. When you refer someone who becomes an MWR business owner or customer, you get paid for their participation and the participation of their entire network month after month for as long as they remain active members. Our daily and weekly payment structure also provides you with the ability to earn right now money for right now bills without waiting for monthly commissions. You'll also get to enjoy industry-leading payout percentages and retention, with organizational bonuses that pay through unlimited levels to maximize your earnings from every referral. As your MWR business grows, your income potential expands dramatically. Top MWR directors can earn from $5 up to an astounding $15,000 per day in residual income, money that continues to pay daily for your and your team's past efforts. This extraordinary income potential of over $5 million a year is achieved just by helping others access the same wealth-building systems and strategies that MWR provides to you. As you can see, MWR's comprehensive bonus structure creates multiple income streams beyond residual commissions. These strategic bonuses reward all aspects of business building to support your immediate and long-term income needs. And with MWR Fundable 360, you have 2 businesses in one. For every business you refer, including your own, you can earn an immediate $400 referral bonus. You can also receive 25% matching bonuses, plus up to $150 in legacy bonuses for other enrolled businesses within your referral network. Our experts do the work, and you get paid. MWR's Lifestyle and Legacy membership is the key to all of this. Not only does it give you access to MWR precious metals and leasing, but it also provides a comprehensive suite of financial services and experts designed to help you protect and keep more of the money you make. These amazing systems and services save our members an average of over $2,000 a month through our debt elimination, tax reduction, bill negotiation, and credit enhancement services, plus other money-saving programs. At this point, you may be thinking all of this is going to cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And you'd be right. If you tried to purchase our experts' strategies and services outside of MWR. But inside of MWR, membership has its privileges. You can get started with our Lifestyle and Legacy membership for just $149.97 per month. With no contracts, no setup fees, and your spouse is included for free. This gives you everything you need to participate in MWR's precious metals and leasing, along with your own personal team of financial experts and services to help you protect and keep more of the money you make. Or, for an additional $100 one-time enrollment fee, you can become the owner of your own MWR business. That's right. For a total startup cost of just $249.97 and only $149.97 per month, you will have everything in our Lifestyle and Legacy membership, plus the opportunity to earn all the income streams we just discussed. We believe so strongly in our systems and strategies that we back them with industry-leading guarantees. We're confident our programs will deliver tangible financial benefits that far exceed your cost to participate. These two guarantees remove all risk from your decision, allowing you to explore the MWR opportunity and everything we offer with complete confidence. If we can't deliver on our promises to save or make you more money in your first 30 days, and/or if you choose to follow the guidance of our funding experts, and we are unable to assist you in acquiring a minimum of $50,000 in unsecured business funding, you can get a full refund. It's that simple. The traditional path to wealth requires decades of hard work with uncertain results. Most people spend 40-plus years working, saving small portions of their income, hoping that they will accumulate enough for retirement. We offer a fundamentally different approach, leveraging the bank's money to build assets that both appreciate and generate monthly income, while creating additional revenue streams by sharing this amazing opportunity with others. It's all backed by our team of financial experts who can help you protect and keep more of the money you make. The result is financial freedom in months or years instead of decades or never. MWR truly offers the perfect opportunity. Again, how many people do you know who would like a risk-free way to accumulate millions in income-producing assets without using their own money? And how many would like the added benefit of getting paid while leveraging the success of others, all while not having to become an expert in the process or do any of the work? The answer: everyone. By simply referring others to MWR and MWR Fundable 360, you provide an opportunity for others to make their dreams a reality while creating substantial income for yourself. Our revenue sharing plan combines immediate income with long-term wealth building, giving you the best of both worlds. These are just a few examples.
I got a question to ask. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Are you seeing the presentation clearly, or is it? I'm hearing a little bit of comments in my text here from some of our participants.
Yes, it's not very clear, Fernando.
Huh. Okay, I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I thought because in my screen it looks clear. Let me go back out. Sorry about that.
It just might be the speed of it because it's once you stopped it went clear. So it might just be the internet speed or something. I don't know.
Gotcha. Let me try this once again. We're almost done. Clear, but a few stars stops. Thank you so much, Deborah. Appreciate it. Let me just okay, let's try it again. All right, and then we'll have a conversation afterwards. And if anybody wants to share testimonials afterwards, we'll give you a quick minute too, so you can share your testimonial, because I know we have testimonials here. Everybody that is here, I want you to feel right at home. So let me know if you see it better now. Oh, I see the dots. You're right. I'm having problems with my computer, I guess.
The dots aren't really that distracting.
Yeah, I see the little dots in the center. Okay, let me see what I can do here.
Fernando, I didn't download the video, but if you wanna share to me through email, I can share my screen.
I went through my back office, Elisa, because I can't download it.
Oh, okay. Let me get into my back.
Yeah, so as soon as you get to the tools, you go to the marketing section, and then right there you can click on it. Hey, teamwork makes the dream work. This
Yes.
is what I love. You see why we love what we do? Because if our tools, say my tools right now, for some reason are not working properly, but we always have backup. See, you work here, you don't work alone. You have team partners that help you. When things are not working in your end, someone else is going to make it work. We're family. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Elisa. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. We have a lot of things, in our mind after the reading, after seeing this conversation. It's wow. Jameson, what do you think about it?
It's my thing. What? It's amazing, and yeah, the video is impressive. I'm
Powerful.
blown away. I'm sitting here trying to pull it up myself.
Hey, check it out. I made this little. My computer made this little error, so you can go back and ask for the link, and you can watch it. Or at least I think it's also in the front of the page where you send out the
have
picture.
Welcome to Make
Oh.
Wealth Real.
Oh,
The first
sorry,
Oh.
sorry. I have it. I don't know, Fernando, you want me to play it from my computer?
Yeah, play it from your computer, please, Elisa, and
Okay.
we can maybe play it from where the testimonies are. I think we were at the testimonies where Brian Bean is, and also Dr. G.W. Parker.
Okay, let me share my screen and let me know if you can. Let's see. You cannot see it right now. I know. Hold on. I
Yeah.
don't know why. Okay, right now I believe.
only lifestyle and legacy company of its kind. Since
Can't see it
2017,
yet.
our debt-free multi-million-dollar company has
Okay.
pursued one mission.
I'm so sorry. I'm
The
just trying, okay, to stop it. I don't know, Fernando, if I can just click the arrows in my keyboard. It could pass, the slides. I'm gonna try because this is new for us, okay? Okay, we are learning together. That is great.
Try sliding
If
that
you-
little slider on the bottom over about halfway, maybe.
Yes,
Just grab the
right there.
point where
Oh,
it's
okay,
now,
great,
or
great.
click where you want it to start.
Okay, but you say where the testimonials are, right?
Yes,
Going.
yes.
Okay, we passed this one. The testimonials are, we are not so
A
far
little further, a little further.
further. Okay, great. Just, okay, yeah, we passed this one.
Yeah,
Yes,
right there,
right
right there. Yes,
here.
thank you.
Okay, great. Great leader.
Thank you, Elisa.
My pleasure.
These are just a few examples of how MWR has transformed lives across diverse.
Can't hear it no more.
You cannot hear it.
We were, but after you turn off your microphone, we couldn't hear no more.
Oh, so sorry. So sorry. Oh, so sorry. Okay, I'm going to.
Try keeping your microphone on.
Now,
Play.
yes, of course. Yes. No, I'm going to. Again, I'm so sorry. Okay, great.
Okay.
Our members consistently report not just financial improvements, but greater peace of mind and lifestyle freedom. Every day you delay getting started can represent lost opportunity that will compound over time. Waiting just 1 year could mean missing out on $63,000 in potential wealth, while a 5-year delay could cost over $500,000 in accumulated assets and income. Beyond the financial cost, there's also the intangible cost of time spent without the freedom, confidence, and opportunities that financial independence provides. The lifestyle you want is waiting, and every minute you delay is costing you time and money you'll never recover. Also, when you join MWR, you're not just getting financial advice, you're becoming part of a thriving community dedicated to mutual success. Our members support each other through every step of the wealth building journey, sharing insights and celebrating victories together. This community aspect creates a powerful environment for growth and accountability. Regular events, training sessions, and recognition programs keep you motivated and connected while accelerating your progress toward financial independence. The choice is yours. Do you want the next 5 years to be like the last 5? Or do you want to change your family's financial trajectory for generations to come? The path you take is up to you. We encourage you to get your questions answered and prepare for the next step. Remember, with our risk-free guarantees, the only risk you take is if you choose not to participate. Thank you for exploring Make Wealth Real and our life-changing opportunity. Our systems, strategies, and supporting community are ready and waiting to help you transform your financial future.
All right.
Contact your referring MWR director to get started today. And let me be the first to welcome you to the Make Wealth Real family, where lifestyle and legacy connect.
Great.
Wow.
Love it.
We got it done?
Yes.
Oh my God. I love this. I love this. So, ladies and gentlemen, if anyone has any questions, now is the good time to ask your questions. Thank you, Elisa, so much for pulling it through. I got it started. It got a little blurry in between, but we ended up and wrapping it up with great sound and a great image. Appreciate it. Thank you, Elisa.
My pleasure, Fernando. Thank you so much. It's just 11 minutes of this great conversation, and it's powerful. I love it. The perfect business. The cost of waiting. Oh my God! Every slide always, keeping us on let our mind be millionaire. That is the focus, because the owner of the company, he wants us to be millionaires, and our legacy and everything is for being millionaires. I love it. Yes, great.
Yep. That's why it says right there, today's dreams equals tomorrow's reality.
Yes.
Okay, so if you feel right now maybe you're not where you want to be, and it might be a little nightmare maybe that you're going through, or a nightmare, big nightmare. Now's the time to really start seeing your future change, brighten up, and in as little as 5 years, as you guys saw, by the MWR 360 fundable program that we have, it's money that you can borrow right from the banking, which is OPM, other people's money. You can use that to invest it back in precious metals. Okay, and there's multiple ways in how you can have access to that money. So if you're here for the first time and you want to learn more about it, get back with the person that introduced you to this incredible information. And also, the MWR Lifestyle Legacy membership can allow you income, great income. So if you combine all the incomes that the company has put together for all of us in as little as 5 years, you can be completely debt-free and retired. So anybody wants to share any testimonials, just to let us know your experience with what we have, what we do with MWR, we'd definitely like to hear your testimony.
Fernando, I just want to add that the testimonial, it doesn't have to be with service, maybe not yet with a compensation plan, but how you feel, how your mind changed. Everything changed in your life when you start working with a platform like this one. I believe so.
Awesome. I love
Just,
it.
Fernando.
Hey, Jameson, thank you so much.
Hi, Fernando. Reading that book earlier, the Rich Dad Poor Dad, the Cash Flow Part, he talked about in a business, how he had a business, and it was like this leak in a boat you couldn't find. You couldn't figure out what the problem was, and not being awareness is the most important thing, and not having a team around you to understand where the financial leaks. And I went over like how the rules of money were changing. And I've experienced all that. We have our the 2008, we have 2010. All these rules are changing, and all these financial markets are changing because they're messing with our money. And if you don't have awareness, like you can feel the pain, but you don't know how to fix it. It's like you go to the doctor for a pain, and you're like, okay, doctor, fix me. Well, you go to your financial planner, and they have just about as much knowledge as you do. They just know the tools. They don't have the tools and the strategies to execute on a more of a higher plane, a more advanced structure. And like one of the things I had a problem with is I was doing Uber and Lyft for a long time, and I wasn't paying my taxes, because as a business owner, you could, delay your taxes. Well, I needed help with paying taxes. I needed help with just understanding how to do that. And I was hanging around investors, real estate investors, to do that. And they know about all these tools and strategies, and went through all the pains and the struggles, and they've found solutions, because they want to win. They want financial freedom and financial and time freedom. So I found people that were doing that. And then I also came across why I had a challenge with my credit. So I think, how do I do that? How do I build credit? Not only take it out of the toilet, but bring it back, back up on act where it can actually help me instead of hurt me. So I found that there was a system that I tried one of the systems like you mentioned earlier, and that fell apart. And I went, wait a minute, I went on the internet and I went, hey, what's this MWR? And ever since then, I've saved at least $822.72 a month. On top of that, I positioned myself with their lowering my debt strategy, which I learned from another place called it's called infinite banking. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is I found that this company uses that strategy, and I've been using that as a way even to save money and then use my money twice or three times by borrowing it out. Like this is what the Walt Disney did to build Walt Disneyland. He used his policy, his investment to build Walt Disneyland. J.C. Penney used it to save his during the Depression to save his company. These are all the strategies that really advanced strategies that are built within this company. And now business funding. That's a lot of people, a lot of companies run out of money, or they don't have the capital to start a business, and MWR provides it. And now, not only that, now you can go into metals, and exclusive to MWR, leasing contracts on your metals. Pretty much, you just had to hold it and wait. Now it's out. It's unbelievable what Brian House put together. And not only that, your leadership, Dr. Parker, all the leadership, that it's a collective of how to focus on the right things and to grow. And that's amazing. And my generational wealth is building every day. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak and for being a leader in this field.
All right. Congratulations, Jameson. $856. That's phenomenal. Wow. I took notes. I took notes. That's awesome. You see,
That's
MWR
monthly. That's monthly, not a month.
monthly.
That's monthly.
Wow. Just on that alone, we're talking about more than $7,000 a year, ladies and gentlemen. That's amazing. Thank you, Jameson. No wonder you're always so excited. As Dr. G.W. Parker always says, get excited or stay broke forever, right? So what's Jameson? He's excited. He doesn't want to stay broke forever. Phenomenal. All right. So I see that we have also comments here in the chat. All clear here. And then I see, okay, so do you need to a certain level to get involved in metals business? That's Mr. Fernando McMillan. No, and already, and thank you, Martha. My wife answered. Fire emojis. All right. So Elisa, we're gonna get started with our training if we don't have anybody. Oh, there you go, Cassandra. Oh my God, I said she's gotta say something.
Good morning, everybody.
Beautiful
Um,
background.
I had to come out here in this bright, beautiful sun today. I just want to share my testimony. It's been an amazing journey. I've been with the company for a while now, but even you could start anywhere and you could grow anytime. It's been amazing with me and my husband that we started off, not knowing where this would lead us to, you know. And when I first came on, my daughter told me about it. My daughter said, "Mom, I need you to come and see what this is about." And I'm like, "What are you getting me into?" And so I went to a meeting, and that's where I met Dr. Gerald Parker. And oh my goodness, it's like, no, it was a no-brainer for me. It was things that I needed to accomplish in my life. I was over $30,000 in debt. Um, I didn't know how I was gonna clear up some things in my income or my bills, And people struggle with, not just people, I'm saying I did. I struggled. I was a single parent at the time. And when I first plugged in, I put my stuff in first. My husband didn't know what I was doing. You know, we wasn't married at the time. But when I started plugging in my stuff, I started seeing some changes. I said, wow. I started with my credit. I said, well, this is my weakest. Let me see if I can get my credit scores up. So when I did that, I ended up getting like from 550 to a 760. And I was like, what? No, this ain't my credit. And then it took me a while because I was like scared to put all my stuff in, didn't know, you know, who's these people? Can they help me? But when I did, and I saw the different changes, and I saw how my income was getting better, how I was able to eliminate some of my debt, then I told my husband, told my husband now, I told him, and he was like, why you ain't put my stuff in? And so when I started putting his stuff in, I started seeing different changes in his. And it's been like a journey. Like we did our instant pay raise. We was able to get back, he got back 200 in his paycheck. I got back over 200 in mine. We was able to save over $4,099.50 back in our household. What? That's amazing. Then,
Wow.
I mean, it's like on and on because we start seeing how we was able to pay our house off now 5 years early. I paid the house off. We was able to get to the next level strategies, which is our diversified cash flow account. You know, it's just been a growth after a growth. And now we got this new program, Fundable 360. What is that? And so now it's like, okay, what do we do now? This takes us to another level. Now we got to learn how to, get our EIN, our LLC. I mean, everything this company has, I mean, everything on the umbrella that you couldn't even imagine to have, and that you need these services. And so I tell people, I said, start where you at. What is your why? What do you need to accomplish in your life? This is just, a stepping up, not a step down. It's a step up to developing you and to finding who you are in life and what you need to accomplish in life. Because this is not my vision all the way. My vision is to open up my own facility, have where I can help people in healthcare in different ways. So this is, and leaving a legacy for my kids, so they ain't got to struggle all their lives. So they could say, I'm on that picture. They could say, my mom did this, my mom did that, So it's been nothing but a blessing for me and my family. And that's it.
Wow. I love the stories. Thank you so much, Cassandra. How inspiring that is. And by the way, when I met Cassandra 3 years ago, she wouldn't open up her camera. She wouldn't speak up publicly, and she definitely has transformed her life. The stories, the testimonies were, how can you stay quiet if there's a transformation like that? Everybody needs to know, right? If you have the cure for financial cancer, guess what? Spread it to the world. We got the cure for financial cancer. Great, 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 Cassandra. Thank you so very much for your testimonial. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to get into our training because, see, in order for you to be able to have this kind of experiences and testimonies like Jameson, Cassandra, and the many others that are here, because we can go on all day on testimonies, they've taken the time. See, we don't do things for you, we do things with you. And as long as you comply with what our experts want, if they need documentation, put it in the system, right? And if you are kind of confused about the system, call your upline or you're the person that brought you into the business and say, listen, I'm a little confused about putting, stuff or information in my back office. Can you help me out? That's when we build relationships. That's called relationship building because we do things together, okay? And Dr. G.W. Parker, we thank you so much, because when we came in, we didn't know nothing. I don't know. We didn't even let him sleep for maybe the first 3 months. We were always, asking him for help, three-way calls, help us with with the experts. So he would connect us with the experts, and he did so much for us. I mean, it was just impressive. So see, you're not here working for yourself. I mean, you're not here working by yourself. You are here working for yourself with support. Did I say it right? No, you don't work you don't work by yourself. You do work for yourself, but you got tremendous support. Okay. I guess my tongue got a little stuck there.
Fernando,
Okay, so yes,
Fernando, I just want to read the comments, because those are
sure,
great.
please.
And I love when Cassandra said, "That's it." Oh my God,
Yeah.
she's wonderful. Okay, well, let me read. Okay, Martha said, "Excellent testimony. Thank you, Cassandra." Monifa said, "Congratulations. Whoa, whoa, awesome testimonial." And Deborah, she said, "Thank you, Cassandra. So good to hear what happened with you and Slim, her husband, and that make wealth real is true and authentic. It's great, to read these comments. This is great, and thank you so much."
Thank you so much, Elisa, for being such an incredible team partner, and looking at all the details of what's going on in the surroundings. You really bring so much support to all of us. Are you able to see my training PowerPoint, Elisa?
I do see it. This is Ron. I got a question and a aha here.
Yes, Ron. Hey, buddy.
It just dawned on me, and I'm assuming I'm right, since MWR applies to two people in the same household, then I'm assuming Fundable 360 does too. So that's a minimum of 50,000 per person. So that would be 2 times that. Am I correct?
Per LLC.
Yeah, well, go ahead, Jameson. Jameson, you're probably going to hit the nail on the head. Go ahead.
Well, it's just that it's per LLC. One person could have 20 businesses and 20 LLCs, and that 50,000 applies to per LLC.
That might be even better. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Ron. Well, you see, teamwork makes the dream work. Jameson, responded properly and accordingly. See, this is the thing about what we do. You're not alone. That's why when you come into our program, someone's going to be there to assist and help. And you're seeing that today. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to take advantage of our Saturday. And we really appreciate each and every one of you that has taken the time to be here and take some notes, because now we're going to get trained and we're going to show you how to maximize the compensation plan. There's a lot of components that you can actually learn from today that you're going to take with you. Okay. So let's get into our journey of our compensation plan. And we're going to talk real quick about this, because this is the book that we're reading right now, is Cash Flow Quadrant. We talked about it earlier today. Jameson did a phenomenal job. I want you to know that the traditional way in how we're taught to make money, if we look at this, cash flow quadrant here, is in the left side. We're taught to work, to go out there and get a good job. That's what my dad taught me growing up. He goes, "Fernando, you got to finish school. You got to graduate. You got to go to university. And I want you to become, a constructor license." So when I was a kid, that's how we grew up. My father was an engineer, so he taught us those things. So we thought, getting a good job with great benefits was the way to start, and generate some income so you can live a so decent lifestyle. But when you learn what the business offers, you start to see that the left side, which is trading time for dollars, is not the way to go. At this point in time, trading time for dollars in a job, people have not one job, they have multiple jobs, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. Okay. So when you start to see that inflation keeps rising, prices keep going up, and salaries don't, we trade more time for dollars. And that's pretty stressful. So we call that no leverage when you have a job. So sometimes we choose to go the other route, which is, becoming a self-employed, which is something that I did too. I was working a full-time job, 40 hours per week, and I work an additional 32 hours being my own boss, doing little side jobs as a plumber. So I would have my full-time job, 40 hours per week, and even on call, plus side jobs, working 72 hours a week, every single week, no leverage. I was stressing. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that a lot of folks either are working a job or maybe working self-employed. So self-employed doesn't give you any leverage. You're still trading time for dollars. What do we learn in the business world? Everything completely changes when you learn to start and see what's on the other side, which is 1% times 100 equals income. You and your team equals income. And we call that network. And I want you to learn this phrase and never forget it, because when I learned it, I have never forgot it, and it has paid me so much money. The bigger your network, the bigger your net worth. Okay. And there are multiple ways in how you can build a network or already find a network by maybe investing in a franchise, right? The franchise is costs pretty much to be able to have one, starting at $100,000 to millions of dollars on a franchise. Or you can have a C corporation, build a business from the ground up, invest a lot of money to transform it and create it into a system. So most people lose hope because they don't have enough funds to be able to build anything or to buy a franchise. We have the network marketing space that is already built. We thank God for MWR. Why? Because Mr. Brian House was the genius and his team partners on building up this company. It takes a lot to build a network marketing company with a compensation plan and get it all legalized. It takes a lot of work. Okay, so we are thankful that he did that for us. So we only come in here and make such a small investment, but we do have to put a lot of effort to be able to use the tools and the resources and find a good network to build. It's going to take you about 5 years, but now you can build something that creates leverage. Now you have a money-making machine, which is your business. I want you to look at what J. Paul Getty has to say. He was the first billionaire in the US. I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. When I woke up into this world, my mentality completely shifted from the left side to the right side. So now that you have a money machine, which is your business, you can become an investor as well. Why? Because you got enough income. And once you have enough income that you're generating from your business, you want to be able to invest in all areas in any type, shape, or form by using other people's money, which is OPM, other people's money. And we definitely have those tools as well. So imagine grabbing $50,000, right, to invest in precious metals that can generate for you anywhere between 12% to 36% per year after year after year. Now you got your network generating income for you, and you have investments. And MWR has all the tools and the resources to help us with that. Everything starts in a garage, right? So you might be right now starting with MWR. The good thing about it is you don't have to, this right here, Apple was obviously a corporation, right? They built it from the garage. Google, Amazon, they're not franchises. Hardly, I don't know if Hardly is. Disney isn't. Mattel isn't. These are companies that will be built from a garage. They're a little different than a franchise, right? As you can see, Bezos, he just got married, by the way. A small wedding in Italy costed about $53 million. But look how he started, in a garage. He started in a garage. He was only selling, he wanted to sell bookstores. When he talked to his boss about it, and he was already generating 6 figures, working a job, he told him, "Are you crazy? I'm paying you enough money. Why would you go out and start selling books out of a garage?" That's how he started. And that's how the idea started. But things started to change. He started to see something greater. He started to see a movement in the internet. And he goes, I got to capitalize on the internet movement. And I got to build something outside of just only books. I got to build something humongous. And because of Amazon, what does he have now? He's been able to have other companies shut down their doors because they're not changing fast enough. So he's eating the market, being the number 2 billionaire worldwide. Number 2 or number 3, they're competing with the Zuckerberg. I think they're fighting that spot, number 2 billionaire worldwide. And now he's able to afford a $53 million wedding, right? So just think about how everything starts from nothing to generate a fortune. Why? Because they develop systems. If you don't know what the acronym of system is it stands for save yourself time, energy, money. Save yourself time, energy, money. That's what the word system stands for. So we're going to systemize ourselves by using simple conversations with the people that we meet. Mindset. The mindset has to be so simple in how you communicate the information so people can become curious. So in your mind, you got to think about a basic way to talk to people. Simple language. We don't complicate things. And, we have a daily income producing activities, and these are the activities. If you do this for 5 years, you're going to be done with this business. You got to do these conversations for 5 years, okay, on a constant basis, and teach your team to do exactly the same thing. Daily income producing activities, okay? And the best way to break the ice is always to talk about family, occupation, recreation, to find people's motivation. So if I'm going to talk about family with someone, we'll have that icebreaker conversation, and we can meet in the middle with a conversation of family. If I'm going to talk to my list of contacts, which is what we always talk about, we talk about our kids, our nephews, right? If we're talking with our brothers, and then if we're talking to our friends, their kids, my kids, and we mingle the conversation of family. So that's how we normally start a conversation in a traditional level. We don't want to talk about sales because we're going to scare people. So family conversation. And then occupation. We talk about work. Hey, how's work? How are things going for you? Right? We got a neighbor that always says, how's work? So that's the housework conversation. And we mingle the housework conversation. Recreation. How was your vacation? So once we mingle with people, whether they're family members, friends, or strangers, we all like to talk about family, occupation, and recreation. Why do we talk about that? Because that is so crucially important to find out people's hot buttons. When they're talking about their family, they're going to talk about their kids. Occupation, they're going to talk about what they like or what they don't like. Recreation, they're going to talk about vacation, if they're taking a lot of vacations or not. So when we have a conversation like that, you can always shift gears by saying, by the way, I came across something that I'm truly excited about. If I could show you how to make more money, how to keep more of the money that you make, and how to have your money work for you, would you? If I would you, take a quick minute to watch a video. And based on the responses, we already talked about family. I know I heard family. I don't spend too much time with my family. Why? Because I'm too busy working. I can't travel. I'm financially devastated. In that conversation, that's what comes out. And you got to be very alert. You got to pay attention. So once you do that, you can say, if I would you. I already asked the question, right? Listen for the response. What is it? That's what they normally will say. Well, listen, I'm not going to explain to you the details, but I do have tools that do it for me. I use my tools, and I'm excited to use the tools because someone used their tools with me. I got excited about it, and I'm going to do the same thing with you. Duplication. Very simple conversation, right? If you do this every single day, you're going to be in business. If you don't do this, you're not in business. This is the key right here. So take a picture of that and practice it, role play it until you make it yours. And then when you call back, the follow up, you call back to your prospect, you ask them the questions. What did you like most of what you saw on the video? Whatever the response is, you're just opening up the menu. Like when you have someone helping you at a restaurant, right? We have a waiter or a waitress. They come to your table. So what have you decided for? You do the same thing. What did you like most about what you saw on the video? When they answer, they could probably say, I want to get out of debt. I want to make more money. I want to learn more about the membership. Whatever they respond, you feed it back with a three-way call with your team partner that knows exactly what they're doing, which is what we did with Dr. G.W. Parker when we started with MWR. We drove him crazy. We brought a huge team, right? I don't know how he managed those times. We used them all the time to be able to do our three-way calls, but he duplicated himself into us. so we can run with the system ourselves, okay? All right, so moving forward, let me tell you why MWR, and there's nothing that compares to it. In 31 years that I've been a part of this industry, I've never seen anything as amazingly good as what you see in here. MWR is going to give you the opportunity to own your business. Willable, sellable, transferable. That's phenomenal. Number two, it'll give you the opportunity to be your own boss. Okay, control your own time. Number three, work from anywhere. Number four, reduce your taxes. Number five, stay ahead of inflation. I don't complain about inflation. I talk to my boss. You know who my boss is? Myself, my wife. We're both bosses. So we have a conversation on how we can get a pay raise. We control that. We don't have to go find a job to get a boss, to control our income and ask him for a pay raise. I did that for 3 years and I got tired of it when I was a plumber. They always used to come up with excuses. Oh, no, you know what? They used to meet, the board member used to meet, they used to look at their numbers, and they always used to say, those 3 years that I asked for a pay raise, sorry, the company's not doing too well. And I got tired of it. So right here, you don't beg for pay raises. You control your pay raises so you can stay ahead of inflation. Accelerate your debt elimination. You've already heard the story of Cassandra. Accelerate investments. Accelerate retirement. Get paid daily, immediate income, residual income, and leverage. I mean, who wouldn't want this type of business? Put a fire emoji if you love what you see here. This is what MWR provides you with. An opportunity. By putting the fire emojis, you're letting me know how excited you are in having a system that can allow you to cover all these 13 amazing things in your life. That's what I'm talking about, all right? So now we're going to talk about your daily agenda. Whether you're part-time or whether you're full-time, I want you to think about, sorry, I thought I put the book here. I want you to make an investment. And I want you to take a picture to that book right there. I have this version in English and Spanish. This book right here, which is GoPro, 7 Steps on Becoming a Network Marketing Professional, is what we're going to talk about. In the business world, you need to find prospects. And you're going to start with the immediate prospect, which are your family and friends, right? So the first question that comes up to the mind of everyone is, in every prospect is, where I'm sorry. The first question that comes to mind of every prospect is, do I know anyone? If you can help the prospect form a list of people in their heads that they may be able to place in their downline, you have overcome the first hurdle. So let's keep it very simple. If I were to ask you to grab your phone from letter A through letter C, how many people do you have to invite to a birthday party? Or to invite to a celebration of a family gathering, 4th of July, whatever celebration you have, and you have enough funds to be able to cover the entire expenses? How many people would you come up with? You see how simple we can create a list? You know why people say they don't know anybody? Because they're afraid to be rejected. And it's a good problem to have, but we got to learn to overcome the rejection aspects, because we're not selling anything. We're only exposing information. That's why we ask the question, would you? If I could, would you? Why? Because when you ask a question about, would you like to learn more about how to make more money, keep more of the money that you make, and have your money work for you? If they respond yes, you're not selling. They already told you yes. If they say no, it's okay. Do you know anybody that might be interested? Ask for a referral. So that's how we build the list. Now we're going to invite them to what? We're going to invite him to be able to look at the tools. So the key to inviting is not to hunt your prospects. Don't go around looking for every single living person and tell them about your business. The goal of inviting is to educate people on what you do. The more people who understand what you do, the more your business will grow. That's why we don't chase people. We look for people, we ask the right questions, and then we lead them to the tools. That tools do the education for you. Okay, you saw this video, the 11-minute video that you just saw. If you can have enough people look at that video and watch that video, they're being educated. on this concept, right? And understanding if they want to be a part of it. You want to see if they're hungry. That's why you don't chase people, you give them an opportunity. Once you do that, you can present more information. So number 3, the largest obstacle in presenting is understanding that you are not the issue. Remember, if the prospect can see themselves within a successful business, the presentation is complete. And this brings me back to when I started in network marketing. My brothers didn't know this process. They begged the heck out of me. They bugged me. And because they were begging me, I was convinced, and they were my brothers. I told them no very many times, but they were strong enough to keep me engaged until they got me to the spot number 3. They brought me to an office presentation. And I heard the stories and the testimonies. And I said, I want that lifestyle. And I fell in love with what we do today. 31 years ago, it was falling in love the very first time that I saw the opportunity. I said, my God, I want that lifestyle. See, we got to get people here. And the more we can get people on the third step of the 7 steps, the more chances you have of getting people signed up. Because now, after this, they're in love with what we do. And how are we going to find out? By following up. There are a few concepts that surround follow-up that cannot be ignored. Concept number 1, do what you say you're going to do. Okay, so when you're going to follow up, be diligent. Have an agenda. Do what you say you're going to do, because if you don't follow up after you have presented the information, that's when people become turned off. Concept number 2, the only reason to have exposure is to create another one in the future. So you don't beg people, you just let them know that you have another event that you can invite them to. That's why you follow up. Maybe they didn't show up. Maybe they got questions. You don't know. You just got to learn to follow up. Okay, because if they want more information, get them on a 3-way call or bring them back to a presentation. Concept number 3, it takes about 4 to 6 exposures for the average person to join. Okay, and remember, you're not going to be chasing, you're going to be just following up. So if I'm following up with Ron Copeland, right, I will follow up diligently and I will ask, hey, Ron, we missed you yesterday in our conversation. I know you probably got busy. How's your family? How's work? Hey, did you take that vacation you said we're going to take? Oh, yeah, I did. No, I didn't. Well, listen, I got some good news for you. I have another conversation today, and today we're going to have a top-notch leader presenting the information. And he can even get your questions answered, because at the end of the conversation, we can open up the microphone to get our questions answered. Can you join us tonight? Simple. That's how you do it. Okay, 4 to 6 exposures. Number 4, condense your exposures. Don't make the exposures too long. We got to condense the exposures, right? And the other, the last one is help your prospects become customers, or LLC. The key to success in this area is having good posture. You got to have tremendous posture, okay? Because if you're kind of like, I don't know if it's going to work for me, the energy, you got to always go back to get to that good energy, because people buy into good energy. So you got to be always confident about your exposures and your invites and your follow-ups. Be excited all the time. If you're not ready to follow up because you're feeling a little discouraged, go talk to yourself. Go read something good. Go talk to your sponsor or your trainer, your leader, and let them know you're discouraged. Okay, it's good to do those things. It's always good, because you refresh your mind, you refresh your spirit. Now you're back. You can get back into the grind. Helping your distributor or LLC get started. So this right here is crucial. Let me take you back to the first 5. Okay, so this is 4 follow-up. Let me see, where's 5? Hold on. I think I missed a point here. Well, the 5 is the close. All right, so once the person has decided that they want to be a part of our business, they're ready. They signed up. Okay, they signed up as your lifestyle legacy coach in your team. And now that we have the VIP code, take advantage of that, because you're able to help them save $100 to start the business. So we're going to move to step 6 once they enroll. Help your LLC get started. validate your new distributor's decision, help set their expectations, tell them what you and others have done to get started, help your new LLC create a game plan to rank up, give specific assignments. And we do have that in our back office. All right, so let me take you there real quick so you can see what we have here. Just a quick second. Any questions, anything in the chat? Fire emojis, I love it. All right, so let's take the expectation, and this is how we're gonna do it real quick. Oops. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me go back to my tools here. All right, I'm gonna go to my back office. You see how how awesome our systems are? So we're in step 6, we're duplicating now. So by duplicating now, I'm gonna go to my toolbox. I'm gonna go to my toolbox here. When you go to your MWR site, you click on the toolbox and you click on training. Right here. Can everyone see my my back office and the training
Yes.
toolkit
Yes,
that we have here?
Fernando.
Oh, thank you, Elisa.
Right.
Thank you so much, Elisa. So this is where we go. We start with a fast start interview, the fast start checklist, and the first round draft. These are pages we need to print. You know what I call this, Elisa? I call it relationship building. Because these assignments, you're going to help your new director, LLC, do it. You're going to have a conversation on these tools right here. That's number 6, helping your LLC getting started right. If you're an LLC and you haven't done this, you got to do it. And your upline or your sponsor is going to hold you accountable to it. All right? Because this is where we become friends. Why? Because people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. With this faster interview, I'm going to find out what Elisa likes about the business and what she wants to get done. And she's going to send me a copy of the tools. So this is the engagement of relationship building. And step number 6 of the GoPro, which is getting started right, teaching your new LLC to get started right. This is how we do it. Okay. And you can watch the video. It's almost a 15-minute. Take the time to do it. All right. And these are assignments that you get that you have to do. If you don't do this part, when your support group is asking you to do the assignment, it only shows that you really don't care. And you don't want that. You don't take this portion of your business for granted. This is the most important part of your business. Okay, so let me go back to the PowerPoint. Thank you so much, Elisa, for participating.
Fernando, I just want to add that it doesn't matter if you never did those, if you never fill out the information, you can do it anytime. Anytime. It's very important for you, and you have your own commitment with yourself and with the people or the person who brought you to the business. That is very important.
Yep, it's a very good highlight. You're absolutely right. And it feels good when you're writing things down. You know, you're talking about your goals, especially on that sheet of the interview. Oh my God. You know, when I receive a copy of it and I see the delicacy of the time that they have taken, you know, I see that they wrote this, they wrote that. And if there's something that needs to be improved, we improve it together. That's why it's important to communicate everything on paper and hand it over to your support group. They're going to take you and grab you by the hand to help you win. All right, so let's go here. So helping your LLC get started right, validate your new LLC decision, help set their expectations, tell them what you and others have done to get started, help your new LLC create a game plan to rank up, and that's why we need those documents, give specific assignments. I'm not saying this. That's why you got to go buy the book GoPro, and you got to study the book GoPro. Number 7, promoting events. If there is one never missed event, for top earners in network marketing, it is their company convention or a large non-based event like GoPro Recruiting Mastery. The power of this destination events will change your mindset, your morale, and your income. The skills needed to succeed in network marketing are not rocket science. However, oops, I couldn't change that. However, they're not rocket science. I mean, the compensation. Okay, so the skills needed to succeed in network marketing are not rocket science. However, it's going to take time for you to be able to learn the entire process of the 7 steps of GoPro. And I practiced this for 31 years, Elisa. And when I discovered the GoPro materials, which was back in 2009, I diligently did my due diligence to purchase the books and study the book, because this is what we have to do every single day. We do this every single day, which is applying the GoPro 7 steps. You can't go wrong. You'll definitely succeed. All right, so let's get into the meat and potatoes. We still got another 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So this is what we got to do. The duplication aspects starts right here. When you become an LLC, which is a lifestyle legacy coach with us, you want to be able to, once you have made your investment, there's a clock ticking. This clock is ticking, and you have 30 days to be able to qualify for your momentum bonus. So the first thing that you got to learn to do is go find your first customer outside of you. That's the first thing. Okay. And if it doesn't work like that, bring people. They'll decide if they want to become your first customer or your first LLC, lifestyle legacy coach. Put them in the system. Launch your business as fast as possible to be able to see who wants to become a customer or a lifestyle legacy coach. So let's assume the perfect math. You did your numbers, you launch your business, and someone says, I want to be a customer. I want to take advantage of the lifestyle legacy membership. All right, you get them enrolled. The system will pay you $50 for enrolling a customer. To be able to waive your $149.97 of your lifestyle legacy membership, and remember, your lifestyle legacy membership is not your business. Don't mistake that. We got to correct that. Your lifestyle legacy membership is the services where you have all the experts that can help you. And this is how it works. So go find 3 other customers that want to have access to the membership, and yours is free. All right. So now you have a free membership. We have access to the experts of any services that you want to use. It's important to understand that. So now we're going to take you back to a different perspective of the compensation plan. Remember, you already got your 3 customers, okay, and your services are free, and you generated $150 in bonuses. If you want to build the compensation plan of your team, you got to go find 3 team partners, people that want to work with you. Now, this takes us back to finding 3 team partners and 1 outside customer of the 3, okay, plus you. So now you have a total of 6 memberships, enrollments directly under you, but now you're going to start making money, which is your daily residual income. And your daily residual income pays you $150 per month. So your total rate of return on your investment is, on your customers, you're going to make $200 plus $150 plus $150. How much is that? If we do our math. $300.
$500, Fernando. 200, 150, $500.
So it's a $500 rate of return. And this is basically finding 3 customers and 3 lifestyle legacy coaches. So now you have a business in a box that pays you $150 take home, whether you work or not. You're going to get a text every single day, 7 days a week, 365 days per year. And this is what it looks like. This is where you're at. Now you have a profitable business. You're not paying a membership because you got 3 customers. If you don't get 3 customers, only 1, your $150 goes to pay your membership. It doesn't cover your business. It covers your membership. Okay, because we don't want confusion. Sometimes people might say, Fernando, why didn't I get the 150? Very simple. You don't have 3 customers. We have to explain that, and it has to be very clear. Okay, so now you can either rely on others to help you get to 12 memberships, or you can do it yourself. It would be the perfect math to find others that can help you bring 12 because you're duplicating yourself. You found 3 good people that want to go to work with you. Does that happen all the time? Almost never. Did it happen to me? Yes. And fast. You know why? Because I came from another business. I already had people that I brought with me. That's why my push was fast. And you can either say, Fernando, you're lucky. No, it's 31 years in this industry to build networks. So I brought my network to this network. If you don't have that, you got to hurry. And what do I mean by that? If you want to hurry, you need to go find 12, and the calculator of the company is going to divide those 12 into 4 in each team. See, if you look at the numbers here, go find 12. If your first 3 didn't see it the way you saw it, they didn't do the assignments, they never printed the documents, they never came to the trainings, they're not the one. Don't leave them out. Give them love. But go find more. Or you might be able to find, someone that is going to bring another one. And then another one that is going to bring 4. Another one that is going to bring 3. Another one that is going to bring 2. 1. You still got your 12. Either or will work, okay? Oh, sorry. All right, so this basically, the objective of what we have here is to work your plan for 5 years, okay? And the cash flow quadrant book talks about the 5-year game plan. We read that about this morning. It's a 5-year game plan to build your structure from these little numbers all the way down to 33,000 active memberships. Oh, Fernando, that sounds like too much. No, you're not going to do it by yourself. You're going to train your team to help you do it. And the best way to train your team is send them the weekly agenda and see who shows up. If they don't show up, they're not a part of your team yet. They're only spectators. You have to see who shows up with you. And that's the hard work, to get them engaged. Once you get them engaged, you're going to see them in every single event. And if they're not growing as fast as you expect them to, encourage them. Keep, sharing your love with them. Let them know how much you respect their time, because they're paying a price with you coming to events, coming to the presentations, until they click on their heads and say, I got it. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm going to launch my business, or I'm going to relaunch my business. Fernando, I need help. Elisa, I need help. Help me launch or help me relaunch. Dr. G.W. Parker, Cassandra, I need help. Help me launch or help me relaunch. Right? And boom, before you know it, 5 years are going to go by so quick, like paying a car. It takes 60 payments to pay a car. It's going to take 60 months to build your empire. Okay? So that's pretty much. Now, how many of you, by the show of hands or in the chat, see yourself making any one of these numbers? Let's talk about from 300 and above. $300 daily and above. You can put fire emojis, or you can put a number, whatever you want to put in the chat. Please start dreaming from $300 per day and above, all the way down to $15,000. And you got to see this for 5 years until it happens. You go fire emojis. I see Elisa, $15,000 a day. Martha, $15,000 a day. Yeah, my wife is always pulling my ears. Let's get to 50,000 now. Fire emoji, David, Jameson, fire emojis. See, that's what I'm talking about. And you got to have this level of excitement with that fire inside of you for a 5-year game plan. You got to get more excited. The longer you're in this business, the more excited you got to become. You know why? Because you're getting to know yourself better. You're getting to know more about the platform better. You're getting to know more about how to talk to people better. Get excited. Like Dr. G.W. Parker always talks about, get excited or stay broke forever. Right, Lisa? Okay, let's jump to the next one, because I know we're running out of time here. Okay. comparing one from the other. We're talking about now money here, right? You either have a lot of money to invest, and if you find a place at a 5% rate of return, this is how much a lot of money can give you monthly at a 5% rate of return. So you either have $36,000 somewhere sitting that is not making any interest rate at all, or $2 million sitting somewhere which is not generating any interest at all, or you go find your network. The bigger your network, the bigger your net worth. So if you want to generate 150 a month, $150 a month, go find 3 team partners and 3 customers. 3 team partners and 3 customers, and this will go into your bank account every day. You're going to get a text every single day. Okay? When you see this, every single day. Go find 12 people, 600. Go find 36 people, 1,500. 90, 3,000. 180, 4,500. 300, 6,000. 480, 9,000. What is easier? Finding people or having the money already in your hands to start now? I have a huge list of contacts. So I'm going to make sure to build this. And once I build this, I can invest in precious metals. I got to build it. So based on what I see here, the minute that I have more money that surpasses my expenses, I'm investing in precious metals. Or I can easily go find a way to be able to get my $3,000 to start with a $50,000 guarantee funding, right? $3,000. There's multiple ways. You want to get to $3,000? Go find 90 people in your team that generates $3,000. Grab the next $3,000 that you're going to generate per month in residual income and invest it in a business funding. It's not coming out of your pocket. You got to think business. But Fernando, I don't know 90 people. Stop talking to yourself like that. Everybody needs what we have. The people that you don't know, you're going to get to know them real easy when you have a sense of urgency. Okay? All right, next. Okay, so let's get now in liquidating the fast money. If you want to take advantage of the entire compensation plan and your clock's still ticking on this bonus, this is called the momentum bonus. You need to get to 150 by bringing 3 team partners and a customer, 450 by growing to 12, by growing to 36, $900. This is called the momentum bonus. And you have 90 days to make that happen from starting. Okay? And if you have missed it, it's okay. Because you're not here for the bonuses. I'm assuming you're here for the residual income, right? So if you missed it because you ran out of your first 30 days, you can still grow to 12 memberships and take advantage of other bonuses, which is a $300 lifestyle bonus. All right, so Fernando, I missed it. I missed the boat. This right here, you will never miss. As long as you grow to 12 memberships, and we're talking about lifestyle legacy coaches right here, 12 of them. When you have 12 people, this generates for you $600 a month in residual income, plus your enrollments. Now you open up another bonus. When 12 people bring 6 people in 1 week, you get an extra $300. The company they always catch you. If you miss something, they'll catch you on your way up. Don't worry about it. They'll catch you on your way up. You do this 4 consecutive weeks, 300 times 4 is $1,200 a month. I missed my momentum bonus. It doesn't matter. But I made my lifestyle bonus and pay me $1,200 a month. And that's going to get you to your next level, right? So this bonus starts every week. So if you go to your back office, you're going to see this bonus starts every week. The clock's ticking. It expires tomorrow night. So if you bring 6 people and you're a 2-star, you got 12 memberships, you and your team bring 6 people, by tomorrow night, the company is going to pay you an extra $300 the following week. But you got to get to 12 people to qualify for this bonus, okay? All right, now, within 3 to 4 weeks, you can qualify to unlock the entire compensation plan of MWR by bringing 36 memberships in your team. Okay? So if you didn't miss the momentum bonus, there's $2,300 that you generated. Now you qualify for $50 a day, $1,500 a month, $18,250 per year. This is what I'm talking about. Bonuses are good, but I love the residual income. It pays you every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, bad economy days, holidays, sick days. It pays you all the time. And Elise is a witness of that. Because at one point in time, she couldn't work. She was like really sick. And she was getting her residual income every single day while she was recovering. I was sick for 2 weeks too. I was getting my income every single day. We had huge fires here in the local area. A lot of business shut down doors. We had to evacuate. We still got paid every single day with this compensation plan. You have control of your own economy here. We're going through rough times right now in the country. Yes, we are. There's a shakeup, right? We still get paid every single day. This is an economy-proof compensation plan. It protects you against anything. Good times, bad times, great times, so times. It pays you all the time once you build it. And it's addicting. Right, Elisa? It
Yes,
sure is.
Fernando, yes.
That's right. Okay, so this bonus right now, the company is not paying it out. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're getting $100 VIP code, we are all participating so we can help you waive that fee. But this bonus, once the company decides that they're going to go back to $249.97, once you become a 3-star executive director, you generate $30 all the way up to $150 as you start moving up the ranking positions. We all make the 50. We'll still continue to make the 50, but right now, I am not making my portion. Elisa's not making her portion because we are all contributing to bring new people in the business. So if we're not bringing any new people, this bonus is worthless. It doesn't pay out. So our CEO was smart enough to say, listen, let's create a movement. Let's all invest out of our compensation plan. So if I invest $60, MWR is investing $40. If I invest 50, the company is investing $50. If I invest 40, the company is investing 60. If I invest 30, they're investing $70. I love our company. We're both, putting money out of our compensation plan to help new team partners. So be grateful to your upline that is a 3-star and above, and let them know, thank you for allowing me those $30 of the $100 that the company is giving us in the VIP code. Okay, so congratulations, all 3 stars and above. We're all participating in helping our new directors build their teams by supplying this bonus. But once that goes away, now we're keeping this. But it has been worth it. All right, so let's get to $200 per day, regional director. So let's assume you're a regional director and this bonus pays you $60. Okay, and the bonus is going to pay you $60 every time anybody enrolls on your team. So if you directly bring them, $60 to you. Once you develop a 3-star executive director, they keep 30 of the 60, but you still generate $30 from them. I rather generate $30 from 100 3-star executive directors than my own 60 directly. That's called leverage income. Now, taking you back to a 5-star, to a 3-star executive director, $30. So if you are a 3-star executive director, going back to $30, and you bring 2 new lifestyle legacy directors per day, 3, 4, 5, 10. This is what you're bringing per month. 60, 90, 120, 150, 300. This is your daily income right here. $60, $90, 120, 150, $300 by bringing 10 in a day. And this is your monthly extra income on top of your residual income. 1,800, 2,700, 3,600, 4,500, 9,000. See, we got the VIP code. We got to take advantage of it. Yes, we might not make this money right now, but once the company goes back to 249.97, this money is in our pocket. This is an amazing compensation plan, ladies and gentlemen. In 31 years, I've never seen anything as good as what we have. So moving forward, we're almost done, okay? Let's talk about now becoming a 5-star regional director. Once you become a 5-star regional director, the company pays you $150, which is your $50 plus $100 of the, what do you call this, the life bonus? $100 of the life bonus. So when you develop 3-star executive directors, you're going to make $100 36 times. $100 36 times. 36 times. 36 times. So you develop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3-star executive directors. Look at all the money you're going to make building 3-star executive directors. You're going to make so much money because we are a 3-star executive director machine. That's what we build. 3-star executive directors. We help our people unlock the entire compensation plan, but it requires that you show up to everything and that you do your assignments. Because if you don't show up to everything and you don't do your assignments, you're not going to get to a 36 memberships, 3-star executive director. We need to see your commitment. We're going to meet you halfway, okay, to make that happen. In addition to that, you get paid every time someone gets funded on Fundable 360. Every time somebody gets funded, the company has additional income, $400 on personally sponsored, business funding, and $100 from your directs. Once you become a 3-star, they're going to pay you $30 on anyone on your team that brings someone to get funded. I love this compensation plan. Elisa, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Awesome. All right. Now let's get back into the business funding. All right. I want you to take notes now, ladies and gentlemen. How do I get to $50,000? You need $3,000 upfront. Flat honest, you need $3,000 upfront. But how do I get $3,000, Fernando? If I'm dead broke, I have a lot of debt. Let's think business. Let me give you some examples. Do you know people? So we can work on your list. Yes. If you get 7 people funded, you generate $3,000 to get you qualified for $50,000 business funding. Or if you become a 3-star executive director by bringing 36 memberships, you're going to make all that upfront money and you're going to qualify for your $1,500 monthly residual income. That's another way to see it. And you keep $1,500 a month in residual income plus $1,500 off the precious metals. Now you got $3,000 in residual income. Okay, so you made your investment. Now you have your 3-star executive director residual income. You have another $1,500 from precious metals, and your precious metal pays back $500. So you're keeping $1,000 of precious metals per month, plus your $1,500 a month in residual income as a 3-star executive director. You're generating $2,500 a month in passive income. And it gets addicting. Can I qualify for another 50,000, Fernando? Yes, you can. Once you qualify for the first one, you don't have to pay 3,000 anymore. The company will do it at no additional cost, and you can get funded from any bank because you already have business credit. You can qualify for another $50,000. Now you have $112,000, and this is your income, $3,360. Let your precious metals at 3% rate of return monthly pay the loan, $1,000. Your profit is $2,360. Let's assume you stayed at a 3-star executive director, plus another $1,500 a month in residual income for having 36 memberships. You getting the picture?
Yes.
Right? We're getting the picture, right, Elisa? So assume this is a 5-year game plan, and you keep borrowing $50,000, $50,000, $50,000, $250,000. Your precious metals is paying it back. You're keeping a profit of $10,000 a month in precious metal residual income. Now let's assume you grew your business to 480 memberships. You're getting another $9,000 a month in residual income from the memberships.
Wow.
Say it took you 5 years to get there. You have an incredible retirement plan that Social Security will never give you. And you don't have to wait 40 years. In 5 years, you can do this. 5 years. Why do you think we're excited every single day? When people say no, they're not saying no to me. They're saying no to this.
Yes.
I said yes. You said yes.
Yes.
So whoever says no, until they get tired of doing what they're doing, they're going to come to you like Elisa. She's signing up people now that didn't sign up 3 years ago
Yes.
because her level of excitement is huge. And they're seeing her excited. So now they're saying, Elisa, you have been excited for the last 3 years. This must be good. I'm ready to sign up. Right, Lisa?
Yes. You're
Jameson.
right.
There's someone
Hey,
asked,
Jameson.
someone asked a question about do you have to build a team to invest in the chat? Can you explain that?
Yeah, you don't have to build a team. If you're referring to business funding and precious metals, if you have $29.95 to invest after becoming a lifetime legacy coach with our company or a member as a client, okay, the company actually gives you access. As long as you have $29.95 to invest, you're guaranteed $50,000 in business funding. So you don't have to build it. But if you don't have the money out of pocket to get started, then build the organization, become a 3-star executive director, and that can fund your your $50,000. Oh, go find seven customers that have businesses, get them funded. You get 8 of them funded, and the company will pay you $400 per person, so you can have that money to reinvest back. Does that answer your question? Or Jameson, was that the question?
So basically, it says yes, but you don't have to be a member to get Fundable 360. But in order to participate in the leasing program and buy precious metals through it, you have to be a member. That's the key difference. Yes, sir. Business funding is independent, and residuals are definitely only leasing and the precious metals program. You have to be a member to participate in those.
That's exactly right. Thank you so much for clarifying that, Jameson.
Nice.
All right. I love this. I'm excited. I'm gonna go develop another 3-star executive director in the next 30 days. Okay, ladies, we're almost done. Now, we talked about the cash flow quadrant. You guys remember? So let's look at it this way. MWR pays you to refer, right? And build your membership, your lifetime legacy memberships. Once you have funds, we talked about precious metals, and you have enough that your precious metal is paying you back, your residual income, you can actually have access to the diversified cash flow, private reserve accounts, land banking, and now you want to pay the least amount of taxes. You open up your Trust My Assets. I guess to open up Trust My Assets is about $25,000. You already have enough cash flow. That's about $25,000 to put it all together. I think I might be wrong. But once you do that, you know how much you're going to pay in taxes? From 0% to 5% in taxes.
Wow.
So if you have generated $1 million 1 year, business funding, rate of return, precious metals, residual income, diversified cash flow, private reserve accounts, land banking, you're only going to pay anywhere between 0 to 5% in taxes, and you're going to keep all that profit margin. That's why a lot of people that have jobs and don't understand this, they get very upset. Why do the rich people pay so little taxes? Because we know how to get away from taxes legally. You want to be a part of it? Come up. Quit complaining that the rich don't pay taxes. Let's go up. And we all pay no taxes, but very little taxes. That's the key to this. We can either be a victim of the economy and all the changes that are happening. Oh, but the debt of $37 million went up to $37 trillion went up to $41 trillion. Well, If you're taking care of yourself, it doesn't matter. Inflation is going up so much. Well, you're protecting yourself with MWR. You don't have to worry about that. You control your own economy. Anyone out there can benefit from this. And what does it take? We got a VIP code, $100 takeaway. For $149.97, you can have access to all this, right? Let's bring it now closer to home. Let's talk about the entire US, okay? And the people that actually, let's talk about 167 million, not the entire US, but 167 million people in the US have access to $4 trillion. Okay, that's a huge number for 4 trillion. If we divide it, oh my God, it's going to be very little money per household. But if we go here, there's 800 people that move 7 trillion.
Wow.
What do you think is the difference? Are they lucky?
No.
No, exactly. They're not lucky. They just made the decision that they didn't want to be a part of the bigger number for less money. They made the decision to become a part of the bigger money where less people is.
Yes. Wow.
And you can do that, and we can do that.
Yes.
You build the compensation plan of MWR to $5,475,000 per year. You build your precious metals. You build the diversified cash flow, land banking. You build all that. You can quickly transition from here, where there's a lot of people, to in between that. In between that, right here, right? Or maybe even get there. Why not you? Why only Jeff Bezos? Why only Elon Musk? Why not us?
Why not? Yes.
Why not us? Look at the problem here. 30 right now, the debt went up another $5 trillion. It just went up another $4 or $5 trillion. I think it's $4 trillion. It just went up. This is going to continue to grow, but don't let this be your pain. You don't have to be a part of this. Use debt to leverage. Don't use debt to get into debt. There's too much debt already. Use debt to leverage. Make money with debt. And that's what MWR offers. Allows you a chance to make money with debt, not get into debt just to get into debt. You get business funding, put it to work in precious metals. ASAP. All right? So on that note, get away from the critics because the crowd is huge. They're going to discourage you. They're going to think you're crazy. And see, and let's get back to the economy here. This bunch of people are going to tell you, you're crazy. And they're going to continue to be here. But you're going to have the talkers. Yeah, I'm going to do it with you. Yeah, let's get it done. And they don't do nothing. But then you're going to find the doers, which is a handful. See, the doers, a handful. 800 people, $7 trillion, a handful.
Wow.
And all the company wants you to have is 3 leaders. Multiply times 15 levels, 3 leaders. See, like this right here, the doers, 3, 1 in each team. And you get $15,000 per day. You don't have to get the huge crowds, but you're going to have to go through this. You're going to have to go through the huge numbers. And then you're going to get the talkers, right, that are going to probably sign up and then never show up to anything. And they become a little and they deactivate. But until you get to the 3, critics watch, talkers talk, and doers win. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in a nutshell, we are pretty much done with this training. I hope you're taking a lot with you today that you can actually consider and say, hey, Fernando, you know what? I need to really see things a little different today.
Yes.
I got to go out there and build my list of people that are going to criticize me, which are going to be most. And then I need to compress that list to see, you know, who the talkers are until I find the doers, the winners like myself. You all are winners. You are all winners. You're here. You train yourself this morning to think different. Now you know that you can confront your fears better because the fear's not going to go away. That's not going to go away. But you're going to be courageous enough to confront it and say, I'm a doer.
Yes.
I'm a doer. So in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, before we leave, I want you to put the word I am a doer. I am a doer. And the more you say I am a doer, you're going to go find other doers that do it with you. It's contagious. You're going to find them, a handful. You're going to find Jameson, Elisa, Ron, Cassandra, Jake, Evangelina, David, Deborah, Fernando, Dr. G.W. Parker, Martha, Munifa, Eric Wilner, Robert Clay, iPhone. Let's see here in the background. Hold on. Gerard Lewis, Rich, yes. Zena Echiel, iPhone. All of you that are here today, we thank you. We honor your strength, your vision, your wisdom. Let's come together. It's going to be an incredible ride this next 4 years. It already started being an incredible ride. Things are shaking up right now. The economy is accommodating to the people that become a part of the system that we have here, which is make wealth real. So get ready because greater things are happening. But let's build this compensation plan and let's invest our dollars so we can go out and help lots of people out there. Okay. There you go. I'm a doer. I love it. I love it. Let me see here.
Everybody.
Jameson, I'm a doer. Ron Copeland, I'm a doer. Fernando McMullen, I'm a doer. Who else do we have here? Let me see. Gerald, I'm a doer. iPhone, definitely doer.
Again, Jameson.
Robert Clay, capital letters, I'm a doer. All right, everyone. Take care. Let's enjoy the rest of our day and let's go out and make some money.
Yes.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Bonifa.